Holt and Kevin Bartl.
Boy, ain't that watch it.
Bartl. I mean, where's your rally towel? I'm still rallying. We got round 2 of the playoffs coming up.
I know. I think mine's in the press box still, actually.
Yeah, Bartl was rallying mid-game.
I was.
The Condors certainly rallied, and I think you're a big part of that. Welcome
Well,
inside
thank you.
Condors Unleashed, everyone. Ryan Holt, Kevin Bartl. I'm in the green shirt. Bartl's in his striped
This is a good shirt. This is a black and gray plaid shirt.
plaid. Plaid is the call. Thanks for taking your lunch hour and spending it with us. We are here for the free pizza, and we hope that our illustrious intern, Stephen Gady, will bring us pizza from Mountain Mike's at some point during the program today. Hope he didn't get stuck in the wind out there in Bakersfield. Like 99 degrees out there, and it's hot. And
It's very breezy.
it feels like the playoffs, folks, and the Condors moving on to round 2 of the Western Conference ECHL playoffs. And I, for one, could not be more excited, Bartz.
Well, I'm percolating with anticipation.
Like your morning coffee?
Kind of.
Yeah. Troy Mann will come on. We'll talk about the past. I mean, as NHL coaches have said, we don't like to talk about the past, but we'll talk about the past. We'll talk about that big 5-game set with the Utah Grizzlies. We'll do things a little differently here today. We'll play some over-under on Unleashed. We'll talk about the upcoming series with Stockton. And Lois Henry from the Bakersfield Californian is going to be here, and she's going to make some picks.
I can't wait. If you go back in your time machine.
2000.
Get the flux capacitor fired
what's
up.
that, 2012?
Go back to when we did the Stockton is bankrupt, or at least we're not bankrupt night.
Yeah.
Stockton,
The original title. We like the
Right.
original title.
Stockton lashed out at us, and Lois Henry did a couple of stories, and had a lot of communication with that writer up in Stockton, and she lashed back.
I love a good argument, and I love a good fight. I love a good argument when someone else is arguing for you.
That's
That's
great.
even better. You can just sit back and watch the fun
Well,
happen.
I think that we found the only person in the building who likes a good argument or fight more than us, and that
Yes.
would be Lois Henry.
Lois Henry, fantastic, and she'll come on and make her picks for the second round of the ECHL playoffs. We've reached the second round. I mean, everything was decided last night. I said on Twitter last night there were 2 games in Game 6 going to the third period. They were both tied at 1 apiece, and I said to Joe Babick, I said, hey, no overtimes tonight. Or I said, hey, these games will go to overtime. And, of course, with the Holty jinx on Twitter,
Right.
those games weren't getting overtime, and they didn't. So congratulations to the Greenville Road Warriors and the
Upset
Cincinnati Cyclones.
City out east.
Yeah. We'll talk
Amazing.
about that a little. I mean, the top 4 seeds out east, bye-bye.
All of them.
Enjoy the golf course. Orlando, I mean, plenty of good golfing down there.
Well, that's true.
Kalamazoo, I don't know. I think it's still snowing.
All right.
Anyways, though, we're mixing things up a little bit here for the first segment. It's not Holty's headlines. It's Bartl's banter.
Oh,
Yeah, so Bartl, get on over there. This is great. It still says Holty's headlines, but it's really Bartl's banter.
that's right.
So, I mean, for once, there we go. Yeah, it's Holty's headlines presented by Bartl.
I even have my note sheet.
I like this seat over here. It's nice.
Bartle's headlines. And we begin, let me look at my notes, with Stockton. We don't have a recap. This is
Yeah,
what
we're
happened.
already through.
We're not doing.
Yeah,
There
see,
you
yeah,
go.
no, stop.
There you go. All right. No recap. The recap is for later.
I love this. This
That
is
was
great.
it's a little different. Different view over there, isn't it?
It's awesome. I love it.
All right, so this is how we're getting started. Stockton, bring on the Thunder. That's it. That's all I have to say. No, Condors taking on Stockton in the second round. What do we have for a matchup? The Condors went 6-4, 0-1 against the Thunder in the season series. However, a lot can happen over the course of the season, and as a matter of fact, the Condors dropped the first 3 meetings of the season, haven't lost in regulation to the Thunder since December 15th, and have gone 6-1, 0-1 in the last 8 meetings of the regular season. Now, I know it doesn't really mean that much, Holty, because it's the playoffs and anything can happen.
I'll say this. We're through one story in Bartl's banter, and you've already done more preparation than I have ever done for Holty's headlines. You just drop knowledge on the people.
I mean, I think what it comes down to is professionalism.
If there's anything about professionalism, you scream it.
Story number 2.
Oh, we're already through story number 1.
yeah, we're done with story
We're
number 1.
rolling on.
How much time do you want me to spend on Stockton with the logo with the cross through it?
Yeah, screw stock.
None. All right, we have our promotions coming up for the second round, and as you can see, there you go.
Oh, what a toss.
That was a good toss,
What
and
a
it was
toss.
not on video. So
No.
as far as anyone else knows, it wasn't a good toss. Here's Oilers t-shirts. Thank you. That's the rally towel, and we'll give away some of those as well. We have
That was a
some
great
leftovers.
catch.
Thank you. Oilers t-shirts. Here come the Oilers, and no, the Oilers are not moving to Bakersfield.
And no, Edmonton isn't coming.
And no,
themselves.
they're not actually coming.
Some of them might be here, but not the team.
Right. But anyways, these are the shirts, and we may or may not have some Condor stuff put
Yeah,
on the
I
back.
think,
I don't know.
I think we will.
I don't know. I don't know if we're going to have enough time.
Bed Bath & Beyond, Home Depot. I don't know.
So that's coming up. That's on Friday. We'll give away Oilers shirts. So we basically called Edmonton and said, hey, we have a game in 7 days. Do you have any T-shirts?
Can you help us out?
And they said, we would love to give the fans of Condorstown some Oilers swag.
That's when Matt
So there
Riley
you
gets
go.
on the phone and goes, Dad? Dad?
I hope he's watching. All right, Saturday night is ladies' night.
Ooh.
That's right. And when we say ladies, we mean all human beings of the female persuasion. So from 8 to 80, half-price tickets. You don't have to be 24 and single with nothing to do, like most ladies' nights kind of infer. Or like these ladies right here. I mean, they're lovely. But you can be young, or you can be old, or you can be in between. And just come on out. You get half-price tickets. That means if you are married and you have the prototypical nuclear family, you can bring the entire family of four to the game, and your wife and your daughter will get in for half price. It's that simple.
When I think Bakersfield families, I think nuclear.
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 You mean nuclear?
Nuclear?
Nuclear. Or nuclear. I say nuclear because that's proper.
Whatever's, it's professional, as we've learned.
Well, it's that as well.
It's not, I mean, it's ladies' night, and want to send out a little public service announcement. We got, Holty, what about the guys? We never do anything for the guys. Well, I mean, we've done the craft beer festival. That's tailored toward men. Men like to drink beer. But here's the thing. When women come to the game, men come to the game, and gentlemen, you can send your lady friends to go up and get your drinks for you.
Yeah.
I know Greg Lowe in the office very much enjoyed that aspect of it. He thought, oh, that's a great idea. That's a great way of spinning this.
He's working. He better not be sending his girlfriend to get half
Water.
price drinks.
Water and soda are included.
Water and soda are included, and that was the whole point of me talking about the young ladies as well.
Yes.
You would bring your daughters.
It's in the club and the tap rooms, too. I want
right.
to make that point out.
It's definitely noteworthy, and we mainly do that because of the line congestion all throughout the arena. So they may be working on some other price points, but as of right now, the tap room, which is the little restaurant. And if you've never been to the tap room, Holty, they have good food there on game nights.
I've been to the space between.
That's what it is, you donkey. They renamed it this year. It's the tap room.
Oh.
The club room has a fancy food. If you're a club member, you get to go in there. But if you're not,
Head to the tap room.
Tap room
Near
will
the
be your
autograph
spot.
booth.
That's right.
Right around the corner.
All right. So there you go. Ladies' night, Oilers t-shirts. And that's a great way to start.
Who's
the week.
better than us?
All right. Story number 3. A record overtime. Overtime. And in fact, I think I have a picture of it. Did you get a picture? There?
No.
No, that's not
No,
it.
that's not it.
Never mind. Is this what happens in Holtby's
This is what
headlines?
happens in Holty's headlines. You think you're prepared, and then
All right, another Western Conference playoff action. The Idaho Steelheads were hosting the Colorado Eagles and went to Game 6. And with an opportunity to eliminate the Eagles, David DeCastroza did just that. In 4 overtimes. 4, Holty. 4.
I don't know what I would be like up in the broadcast booth. I'd be uncontrollable.
If it's anything like what you're like right now, then I probably would just slap
Bartl,
you.
Come on, man. 4 overtimes. That's 2 full games.
4
And
overtimes.
it wasn't in parts. It wasn't just like 30 seconds into the 4th
No.
overtime. They were 2 minutes away from a 5th overtime.
17 minutes and 18 seconds into the 4th overtime, or as I like to call it, 2 minutes and 40 seconds away from extending your night by an extra hour.
So, they played 7 periods.
It ended close to 2 o'clock in the morning. And as you pointed out this morning, Holty, they essentially, the fans, got to see 2 shutouts in addition to a 4-3 final. Back-to-back shutouts of each team, each goaltender. I mean, hey, you gave up 4 goals and you took the loss. Your goals against average for the game is 1.8.
So Colorado did a great thing. They posted on their Facebook page all of the food, water, Gatorade, power bars that were consumed during the game. There was something like 75 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches that were consumed.
I don't know about you, Holty, but I would need another media room meal.
Oh.
Sometime around the end of the second overtime.
Forget that. I would have needed a nap. Let it be known, though.
By the way, that was the record, old
yeah.
record. It beat it by 10 minutes,
Yeah.
by the way, back in 2009, Elmira and Trenton.
Let it be known, too, David DeCastroza, he's my favorite Idaho Steelhead. I don't know why, but he always just seems like he has good games.
Well,
his numbers aren't over the top, like, wow, this guy's a great player. He's like an Andrew Carroll. You just enjoy watching him play.
The story didn't say was that David DeCastroza had 15 breakaways and didn't score in the previous
Exactly.
3.5 overtimes.
And all of them came short-handed. The funny part about that, too, the last penalty was called with like 10 minutes left in the third period.
Swallowing the whistle.
The second period. I don't think there was a power play in the third. I mean, they went like 6 periods without a power play.
It's amazing. I once was at a 4 overtime game, Holting, and that one was scoreless. That was in Buffalo, New Jersey versus Buffalo in the playoffs. I want to say it was 95, 96.
74.
4 overtimes, scoreless.
I don't know.
Scoreless.
The good thing about this
was
game,
a 7-period shutout for Dominic Hasek.
And listen,
and the Buffalo Sabres.
I made it through about 5 minutes of the second overtime before I turned it off and I flipped on my favorite show going right now, The Blacklist. You can check it out on NBC Mondays at 10. Anyways, the best part about this overtime was this thing should have been over in the opening 5 minutes. Idaho missed an empty net. They rang it off the defenseman who was covering for the goaltender. And then Josh Robinson made a circus save on a breakaway. Like, this thing should have been over. And then it goes 4 overtimes. I mean, bye, Eagles.
My favorite TV show, by the way, is American Pickers.
I know it would, yeah. You enjoy that type of nonsense.
All right, story number 4.
What do you got?
Mac is back. And he also made a visit to the office yesterday. And we had a chance
he wants to get paid.
Welcome back, Nick McNeil.
He wants to know where his checks are. He's going to the man with the money.
Nick McNeil is back. He's one of 2 kind of missing Condors here during the postseason. He's on the playoff roster. And by the way, the wind really did a number on my head today. Look at my hair.
No, that's just a close-up Holtby's headline. Now you know what I deal with on a daily basis.
Back.
Yeah.
It's the wind.
You should put some product in there.
Look, it makes me look. Am I balding?
Oh, you're definitely balding.
Is that happening?
That's
that
happening.
Real?
It's happening live on Unleashed.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Nick Mack's back.
Mack is back.
The other fallen Condor, Matt Thurber, he texts me at least twice a day, so he's doing fine, ladies and gentlemen. He just wants to let everyone know that he misses me and he misses the rest of this organization.
Hey, well, if we go far enough, maybe Mr. Thurber can come back.
Yeah,
Never know.
and wave the rally top.
So Nick McNeil, by the way, 2 goals, 6 points in 9 games. He was an even. He had 17 shots on goal, and I think he was missed after he left.
Yeah, Nick on a playoff team. I think he's he's one of those guys that's perfect for that 9th, 10th forward role, and especially against a team like Stockton now, against the defense that they have. Now, they're tough back there. I mean, Langdon, Canton, are you kidding me? Like, they get some grit back there. They get some I wouldn't want to be a forward in this series.
They're tough back on
and
the blue.
So I think Nick brings that little sandpaper. He brings the sandpaper.
There you go.
Yeah. So
in case
I'm
anyone
looking forward
wonders,
to seeing him.
In case anyone wonders, he went home to finish his schooling. He has a teaching degree.
Yeah, stay in school, kids. I mean,
Yes.
He went back as just a college kid. He comes back with a teaching degree.
Fredericton, New Brunswick, is where he arrived from, which, by the way, this just in. This is Bartl's headline number 4.5. Spring has finally arrived in Fredericton, New Brunswick. It's going to be 46 today, and they're expecting a high of 60 on Saturday.
Yeah.
All right. Story number 5. Yeah!
Where'd you find that
Look
picture?
at that, actually, on your Facebook page.
That's brutal. I think that was my
In
birthday.
case you can't tell, that's Holt.
Sent a secret one, huh?
And the reason why we bring up Holts' birthday is that he gets to spend his lovely birthday in one of his favorite cities in America, Stockton, California. And we have some photos of Stockton. And
I mean, my brother will be happy to know.
There's another one. There he is with Ray Bork.
Can you name the other Bruin?
Is that Don Sweeney?
No. That's Stevie Leach.
Oh, you're right. That's too tall for Don Sweeney. His D partner.
Look at my dad. He's got a
by the
Mickey
way,
Mouse hat on.
By the way, the jersey tucked into the jeans, Ray, that's a good look.
What about the unibrow?
That is a good look. Well, he always
about
had
his
the unibrow. I mean, what's he going to do?
Those are my favorite Bruins. The white ones are even better.
The white ones were better. I agree. How about those pictures of Stockton? Do we have some of those? Now, look at how lovely Stockton
What's
can
that?
be. That's Stockton, California.
When?
With a nice setting sun, maybe a little Photoshop. What? For example,
where's that ball?
For example,
it looks like Epcot Center.
This is the reflection of what? What do you see in this picture that's tall, green, and illuminated?
Are you saying that they faked this?
There's no green lamp. I'm saying that it's photoshopped, but nonetheless, it can look lovely. And I have some other pictures of Stockton as well.
Why does it say Holts Birthday on the bottom?
I'm not even sure that that's actually Stockton. If anyone's from Stockton and that's not Stockton, then I apologize. This one is, however. This one was actually put up by the I believe the police department, their union in Stockton.
My goodness.
Anyway,
did you know that 1 in 64 people have a chance of dying in Stockton?
Yeah, so that's
murdered?
what I wanted to. That's why I wanted to say, Holt, that there are 26 people on this trip. You have a 1 in 63 chance of getting into some trouble there, and I hope that your birthday goes swimmingly.
So that Game 3 is going to be on my birthday. It's also Andrew Carroll's birthday as well.
Yeah, but it's more fun to show a picture of little Holty standing next to jersey tucked into the jeans, Ray Bork.
Yeah, that was Andy Pettit bobblehead night too, by the way, at Yankee Stadium. I'll never forget that. We were like one row from the seats.
You mean that's not even Fenway?
No, that's Yankee Stadium.
Did anyone abuse you?
Oh yeah.
They have no shame.
Yeah.
All right, that is it. That is the first and probably last, and dare I say, extremely successful episode of Bartl's Headlines.
Good job, Bart.
When we come back, head coach Troy Mann will be here. We'll take a look at some highlights from the last series, and we'll talk about the upcoming series, and we will eat some pizza. This is Condors Unleashed from the Dignity Health Studios.